Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, we're asking if your man got 15 years in prison, would you ride? Would you hold him down for the sentence? That is the question. Now, this is coming out of Casanova and his girlfriend, but we're taking it away from them and just asking, what would you do in that situation? Now, Charlamagne, what would you do in that situation?
Well, I would never be in that situation, but I would never want, the woman I love. I would never put her in that position to, have to make a choice like that. Like I would say, hey, go do your thing. You know what I'm saying? 15 years is a long time. Like you can't expect somebody. Now listen, if the woman wants to do it, that's on her. But I'm not gonna make her do that because, I want her to. You know what I mean? Like I'm the one doing the bid. She don't have to do a bid and have to go do that for her for 15 years? Nah.
Well, see, I will say this, right? And this is why I say take it out of Casanova situation. Now, if I'm doing something to benefit both of us, let's say I'm selling drugs. Let's just say selling drugs, right? And my wife knows or my girlfriend knows I'm selling drugs and she's benefiting off of it. She's buying bags and she's not working and she's buying cribs and taking trips. When I get locked up, I feel like she should hold me down. She knew what I was risking to do it. She didn't stop me from doing it. So I think she should, honestly.
I just don't think, I'm going to be honest with you, I just don't think it's possible. Like, I'm not knocking no woman who wants to do it and no woman who has done it. I just don't think it's physically or emotionally possible. 15 years, not being with nobody. I just think I just don't think that's realistic.
Hello, who's this?
Christina. Good morning.
Hey, Christina. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing well. What's your thoughts, Christina?
So I've been on the spectrum on both sides. I've been with my husband since 2003, and before we got married, we were together. Everything was going great. He got arrested, got sent to prison, and had to do 3 years up the road. And I stayed faithful. I was faithful. I was loyal, sent him money. I always went to Vito. And then this go round, after, he's in prison now. I told him, I said, I'm going to be here for you. At the end of the day, I'm going to answer your phone calls. I'm going to, send you commissary money. I make sure your books are good, but I'm gonna do me now. Like,
and by the way, that's all I want from you. When I hear somebody say hold me down while I'm in jail, I'm thinking about everything you just described. But as far as like you being faithful to me and not being with somebody else, I'm not doing that to you or myself.
But let me ask you a question. You knew what he was doing illegal, right? When y'all were married, though, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I did. So there was that possibility.
Girl, don't you be admitting to no crimes on this radio.
I mean, we don't know her name, but you knew what he was doing. So if you knew what he was doing, you were living off of the money that he was bringing in, whatever it was. You were fine.
No, he was. It wasn't that line of words. No, it wasn't that line of words. He wasn't. I've always been the breast, so I've always been. I mean, he'll work, but I take care of us.
Okay.
Because I just don't want to put a woman in a position to have to lie to me. You know what I'm saying? Because, if I tell her I want you to hold me down and I don't want you to mess around with nobody else, she tells me, yeah, but then I find out that she actually is, I'm going to be devastated. Go do your thing, man. 15 years is a long time.
Sarah, good morning.
Good morning.
Now, would you stick by your man if your man got 15 years, Sarah?
100%.
Why?
Because I just had this kind of situation, not 15 years so far, but he was just released after a year at this last bond hearing after being denied 3 times, no indictment, for some very serious charges that could have given him life. And we still don't know, what's going to happen in the long run, but we've got, we're on our way to getting this case dismissed and suing the county because he was held for a year because he was black. No indictment, no bond, no nothing. So, yeah, I would have stuck by him.
But listen, a year, I understand. A year, you should definitely not be stepping out on your man.
15 years is a long time.
But 15 years is a long time. And I just want everybody to be clear. When we say hold him down, we mean not be with somebody else.
Right. And 15 years is a long time. If you think about it, let's say, somebody is 30 now. I mean, you're going to be 45. Or if you're 35, you're going to be 50. And these are, usually prime.
Come on, man.
Time for men and women. And not only that, if you're around that age and you want to have a child. It makes it difficult. So we're asking 800-585-1051. If your significant other got 15 years in prison, would you hold them down? Let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're asking 800-585-1051. If your significant other got 15 years in prison, would you ride? Would you stay? Would you, hold them down?
Hold them down, yes. Not be with somebody else? Probably not. And I think that a lot of people are lying to themselves when they say otherwise. 50, you know how long 15 years is?
15 years is a long time, but like I said, if my wife or was doing something that was benefiting the family that I was living off of, if I was taking trips, if I was buying cars and buying jewelry and living off of the life that they provided for the illegal thing that they did and they got caught, I would ride. I would sit there and ride because I knew what they were doing and I had an opportunity to stop them. And I didn't stop them because I was living in that lifestyle.
I want you to ride for me, show up to my visits, put money on my books. But as far as you not being with nobody else, man, you going to drive yourself crazy in there as a man, you know what I mean, with that mindset. Thinking about your wife being faithful?
Right.
Oh, my God. Better go let her do her thing.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Tori.
Hey, good morning, Mama. What would you do, Mama, in that situation?
I definitely wouldn't hold anybody down 15 years, and I feel like any real man wouldn't even expect their woman to hold them down 15 years. And firsthand knowing how things is in a prison, I feel like any straight man, and I'm gonna say this with caution, I feel like any straight man over 10 years, they're gonna try some stuff in there. And the stuff they try,
Whoa, you just really flipped it.
Why are you just putting that on people?
You just
man?
really flipped it.
No, I'm not saying it's everybody, but working in a prison for over a year, I feel like they're gonna try some stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, there's now that the whole transgender and stuff is prone, it's real in prison as well. I'm a traveling nurse, and literally prisons pay for surgeries for them to get the transgender thing, which I feel is ridiculous. But they're going to be tempted. 10 plus years, they're going to be tempted to try some things. So I feel like any real man wouldn't even want their woman to put their life on hold to hold them down.
That's how I feel.
Prison is a different world.
Jesus. Okay. Thank you, Mama.
Yeah, I want to focus on doing my bid in prison. I don't want to focus on whether or not you out here in the street sleeping with such and such person. You can't you can't put a person's life on hold just because you in jail.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is John.
John, what's up? You think your wife will hold you down for 15 years, bro?
I want to say my wife holds me down if I ever have to do the bid, but on the other end, I will hold her down because we met when we were teenagers, and from then we started dating until we were 19, and then from then she just held it down every time I needed someone to hold me down. I've been through a lot of stuff, and she held it down every time. It was always someone I could count on. We're married now. I'm not especially with my wife, but we're married now, and we have a daughter that's about to turn 5 months, and it's just been an amazing experience.
Okay. Hello, Jay.
What's good?
Now, Jay, now you said that your fiance couldn't hold you down for 3 years.
Nah, I had a runner in the track star.
You said what?
What happened?
I had a runner in the track star, so I had got locked up. Actually, I just got out. I had got locked up 4 months in. I called her. She told me, she was like, look, I can't do it no more. I need somebody to hold me. I can't call you when I want to talk. I need some emotional support, and you can't do that for me right now.
I'm not mad at her.
Damn.
I understand that it broke your heart, but 3 years is a long time. And these are the things that people need to think about before they make the choices that they make. Because this is the reality of it. The reality of it is, your woman ain't doing the bid with you. She gonna be out here in these streets, and somebody else gonna be laying that pipe to her.
Jesus.
So y'all not listening to $1 million worth of game. We need where Wallow at when you need him. Where Gilly at when you need him.
But 3 years?
Bro, you know how long 3 years is?
What did you do, bro?
That's a short time.
What did you do?
Not.
What did you do?
When I asked her to hold me down, she said she was going to hold me down 4 months in, not even 6 months.
But what did you do?
Oh, I did fraud.
She knew you was doing fraud?
Yeah, she knew what the vibes were.
See? She knew what the vibes was. She was living off the vibes. She was taking trips. She was enjoying the luxurious stuff of that fraud, right?
We built the house, taking trips, like you said,
Yeah.
everything.
See, that's foul.
Well,
It's all good when they do it, but when I do it, it's Ephraim, and now I got to go to jail, and now you forgot about me after I done built this house and all that? Nah, that's foul. Thanks, Jay.
people are human, man. I get it. Everything y'all saying should be the correct thing to do, but the reality of the situation is everybody human, bro. At the end of the day, 3 years is long. You know how long 3 years is? That's almost one presidential term. That's freshman, sophomore, and junior year of high school. That's freshman, sophomore, junior year of college. 3 years is a long time, bro.
Well, what's the moral of the story?
I don't know what the moral of the story is because this ain't gonna ever be my life. You know what I mean? So salute to everybody that's, got to go do their bid. I hope you get to your bid safely. Hope you come out a better human. And, to the women that they leave out here in these streets, I wouldn't even put that kind of pressure on them and ask them to, be faithful to me while I'm away for a decade or better. God damn, that's a lot of pressure, bro.
Jesus.
Wake that ass up
early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.